Today, we're diving into the darker side of Hollywood as we reveal the 10 acting legends ruined by alcoholism. These incredible stars, known for their talent and charm, had it all until alcohol took control of their lives. From wild nights to lost opportunities, we'll explore the shocking stories of how some of the most iconic actors saw their careers and health spiral out of control. You won't want to miss this one. 1. Dennis Price. Dennis Price, a renowned British actor, is often remembered for his iconic roles in films like Kind Hearts and Coronets, 1949, and The Ringer, 1952. Known for his charm, wit, and versatility, Price had a promising career in the entertainment industry. However, despite his early success, his personal life took a tragic turn, primarily due to his struggles with alcoholism. Alcohol became a destructive force in Dennis Price's life, severely affecting both his career and personal well-being. His drinking habits spiraled out of control, and as the years went on, they began to overshadow his talent and potential. Price, who once appeared in numerous popular films, found himself becoming increasingly unreliable and difficult to work with. His behavior on set became erratic, and his relationships with colleagues and producers started to deteriorate. Despite his once promising career, Dennis Price's alcoholism led to a series of personal and professional setbacks. By the late 1950s, his roles began to dry up, and his presence in the film industry diminished significantly. His inability to manage his drinking led to isolation, and it wasn't long before his once prominent career was effectively ruined. Sadly, Dennis Price's struggles with alcohol led to his early death at the age of 58 in 1973. His legacy is a reminder of the toll that substance abuse can take on a person's life and career, especially for those in the demanding and high-pressure world of entertainment. 2. Bernard Lee. Bernard Lee, a distinguished British actor best known for portraying M in the James Bond series, was a highly respected figure in the film industry. He was admired for his strong presence and impeccable acting skills, with a career spanning over several decades in both film and television. However, behind his professional success, Bernard Lee battled a growing dependency on alcohol that ultimately led to the deterioration of his career and health. Lee's struggle with alcoholism began to take a toll on his personal and professional life in the 1960s. His drinking became increasingly problematic, causing issues with his work and personal relationships. Despite his undeniable talent and long-standing career in British cinema, his behavior on set became unreliable and erratic, leading to missed opportunities and strained relationships with directors and co-stars. As alcoholism continued to affect his life, Lee's physical health also began to deteriorate. His once vibrant career began to fade, and he was unable to maintain the level of success he had achieved earlier in his life. In 1981, Bernard Lee passed away at the age of 73 from stomach cancer, a condition that was likely exacerbated by his long history of alcohol abuse. His death marked the end of a promising career, and he left behind a legacy of iconic roles, especially his portrayal of M in the Bond films, which remains a beloved part of the franchise. 3. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton, a once promising Hollywood actress in the 1950s, had all the potential for stardom, but tragically fell victim to alcoholism, which led to the ruin of both her career and personal life. Known for her beauty and sultry screen presence, Payton appeared in several films during her early years in Hollywood, with notable roles in movies like Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, 1950, and Bride of the Gorilla, 1951. However, as her career seemed to be on the rise, Barbara Payton's personal struggles began to take center stage. Alcohol abuse, combined with turbulent relationships, became a recurring issue in her life. Her excessive drinking affected her ability to maintain professional relationships, and she was frequently reported to be unreliable on set. Her growing dependency on alcohol resulted in the loss of key roles and a sharp decline in her acting career. Payton's tumultuous personal life, filled with failed marriages, public scandals, and wild behavior, only fueled her downward spiral. As her fame waned, her battles with addiction worsened. She faced public humiliation, and her career essentially came to a halt by the mid-1950s. By the late 1960s, Payton's life had fallen into obscurity, marked by poverty and isolation. In 1967, she was found living in squalor, and by the time she passed away in 1967 at the age of 39, her life was a tragic cautionary tale of how addiction can destroy both an individual's career and personal well-being. Barbara Payton's story is a sad reminder of the dangers of substance abuse and the harsh realities that many young stars face in Hollywood. Despite her early promise, her struggle with alcohol ultimately robbed her of the success and happiness she might have otherwise achieved. 4. Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant, born André René Roussimoff, was a French professional wrestler and actor known for his remarkable size and strength, standing at 7 feet 4 inches tall. He became an iconic figure in the world of professional wrestling, famous for his role in the WWE and his appearance in the classic film The Princess Bride, 1987. However, despite his fame and success, Andre's life was marred by his struggle with alcohol. Throughout much of his career, Andre the Giant had a well-known reputation for his heavy drinking. His immense size, caused by acromegaly, made him a larger-than-life figure both in and out of the ring, but it also contributed to his increasing reliance on alcohol as a form of coping with the physical pain and isolation he often felt. Alcohol was a constant presence in Andre's life, and it started to negatively impact both his health and his career. His drinking caused significant physical problems, including a weakened immune system, which made it harder for him to recover from injuries sustained in the ring. Despite his popularity and immense talent, Andre's relationship with alcohol took a toll on his personal life. His friends and colleagues often expressed concern about his health, but Andre struggled to control his drinking. Andre the Giant passed away in 1993 at the age of 46 from congestive heart failure, a condition that was likely worsened by his alcohol use. His death was a tragic end to the life of a legendary figure whose career and legacy were overshadowed by his struggle with addiction. 5. John Barrymore. John Barrymore, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors during the early 20th century, was known for his incredible talent and versatility on screen. Born into a famous acting family, he became one of the most distinguished actors of his time, starring in iconic films like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1920, and Grand Hotel, 1932. Barrymore's love for drinking began early in his career, and over time, it became a destructive force in his life. His heavy drinking contributed to erratic behavior, both in his personal life and on set. His alcoholism affected his relationships with directors, co-stars, and producers, often leading to missed work opportunities and declining offers for major roles. In addition to the professional setbacks, John Barrymore's personal life suffered greatly due to his addiction. He was married multiple times, but his drinking played a significant role in the collapse of his relationships. By the late 1930s, Barrymore's career had all but crumbled, and his life had become a series of public scandals and personal tragedies. He passed away in 1942 at the age of 60, his life cut short by the effects of alcohol abuse, including liver damage and other health complications. Richard Burton, one of the most celebrated actors of his time, was known for his deep voice, striking presence, and impressive range on screen. With iconic roles in films such as Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966, and Cleopatra, 1963, Burton was a true Hollywood legend. However, despite his extraordinary talent, his life and career were marred by his long battle with alcoholism. Burton's heavy drinking began early in his career and became increasingly problematic as the years went on. His alcoholism affected his relationships, most notably with his 2 wives, Elizabeth Taylor, and his second wife, Sally Hay, as well as his work. While he remained a brilliant actor, his drinking led to erratic behavior, which made him difficult to work with. As his alcoholism worsened, Burton's health began to deteriorate. He struggled with depression and personal demons that were exacerbated by his drinking. Despite his talent, his career began to suffer as he became more unpredictable and unreliable. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors of the 1930s and 1940s, was known for his adventurous roles, charm, and good looks. With films like The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938, and The Seahawk, 1940, Flynn became a symbol of swashbuckling heroism and a ladies' man. However, behind his on-screen success, Flynn's personal life was plagued by heavy alcohol consumption, which eventually led to his downfall. Flynn's excessive drinking began early in his career and became a destructive force in both his personal and professional life. His alcohol abuse led to a series of reckless behaviors, including run-ins with the law and public scandals. On set, his erratic behavior and lack of discipline caused friction with directors and colleagues, affecting his career. As Flynn continued his battle with alcoholism, his health deteriorated. His excessive drinking contributed to a variety of health problems, including liver damage, and his once vibrant career came to a halt. 9. Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed, known for his bold and charismatic performances in films like Gladiator, 2000, and Women in Love, 1969, was one of the most recognized actors of his generation. However, despite his acting talent, Reed's life was tragically overshadowed by his battle with alcohol. Reed's relationship with alcohol began early in his career and soon became a destructive force. Known for his wild behavior and hard-drinking lifestyle, he frequently made headlines for his boisterous antics both on and off the set. His alcoholism not only affected his health but also his professional reputation. On numerous occasions, Reed's heavy drinking led to unpredictable behavior, tardiness, and even outbursts, which made him difficult to work with. As his career progressed, Oliver Reed's drinking habits worsened, and it started to take a toll on his performances. Despite his undeniable talent, he began to lose roles and opportunities in the film industry, and his personal life was marked by several failed relationships and public scandals. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart, one of Hollywood's most legendary actors, was known for his iconic roles in classic films such as Casablanca, 1942, and The Maltese Falcon, 1941. His tough guy persona, sharp wit, and magnetic screen presence made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. However, despite his immense success, Bogart's personal life was marred by his struggle with alcohol. His alcoholism affected both his personal and professional life, often leading to emotional instability and erratic behavior. Bogart's drinking caused tension in his relationships, including his marriage to actress Lauren Bacall, though they remained together despite his struggles. As the years went on, Bogart's health began to deteriorate, in part due to his excessive alcohol consumption. He developed health problems, including chronic throat issues, which were exacerbated by his smoking and drinking. Wow, what a journey through Hollywood's darker side. These legends were undeniably talented, but their battles with alcoholism show just how much it can impact even the brightest stars. If this video opened your eyes, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.